Come on, Ben Simmons. This is atrocious. What? Just guard DeMar DeRozan. Is that necessary? All right, you're Kevin Durant. You see this deflection going to the Bulls right here. Can you please start getting back? I mean, I don't think Brooklyn doesn't really have a chance at this ball. If they did, you can get back in the play. But if you just stand there and the Bulls come up with the ball, it's like, come on. Again, you get switched on to DeMar DeRozan. Right now, you've got to cut his dribble off. Force him into the teeth of your defense. Why are you letting him going away from that? Laziness by Ben Simmons. You're not going to see him, but this Bulls player gets so far ahead of Ben Simmons, and Ben Simmons can't recover on this block. Look at this. It's just laziness. Look at Ben Simmons, lightly jogging. This is the reason why you just gave up 2 points. Under no scenario with a ball screen defense like this is backside help not necessary. Not one. You've got to get up and take this player out. Ben Simmons can occupy these Bulls players 2 passes away. If a pass gets made to the roll man, I just gave up numbers. You have to get underneath the screener when you switch immediately. Immediately. You cannot switch over the top of a ball screen. You do not guard above the three-point line away from the ball for any reason. You have to drop right here. You're halfway between the ball and your man. So now Kevin Durant can get up and force Vucevic this way. Now he can stunt, get the dribble picked up, and recover. None of those things happened. Okay, first of all, Kevin Durant can get way up the line here, okay? Now you're getting this dribble picked up here, but it's an easier recovery to LaVine. So that doesn't happen. But now in this closeout here, you got to make sure you're angling LaVine this way, where there's no place to go, okay? You can't close out where he's got space. All right, here we go again. You have to get underneath the screener. This is not acceptable. You're going over the top. Not switch a ball screen like this, especially with DeMar DeRozan. You should be level to the screener. Look at this. Kyrie Irving plays off. He doesn't even restrict DeMar DeRozan's drive till he's in the lane, and he's a mid-range specialist. Okay, if you're Seth Curry here, you've got to say something that you're coming in to help DeRozan, because this player here, then, all he needs to do is stick with DeRozan and keep him going into this help. Okay? I mean, look at this. Stop right now. Instead of bodying him up, you can sag off because you know you got a double coming or help coming, okay? But instead, you body him up like you're guarding one-on-one with no help, so now DeRozan can just push off you and create this space, and he never has to feel that double team. You are guarding Vucevic here. You have to stay underneath. You got to battle for real estate, get him as far out of the lane as possible, initiate contact. You cannot three-quarters him like this. Look, there's no backside help. So what do you think's going to happen? No point in switching here. Right now, you got to stay underneath Vucevic and battle for real estate now and initiate contact now. If you're going to switch, which I don't think is necessary, then this player has to battle for real estate and initiate contact with Vucevic now. It ends up being a terrible switch. You let Vucevic get behind you backdoor. Okay, if you are Ben Simmons, there cannot be this space between you and Vucevic. Are you kidding me? He's got to earn every inch. What are you doing? Look at this. You don't resist Vucevic's drive till he's already on the block. What is going on there? Okay, this is great post defense. You're making Vucevic earn it. This is when it gets bad. Look at that gamble right there. There you go. Now you just gave Vucevic all he needs. I mean, look at how long Watanabe here is staring at the post right here. I mean, what are you doing? Look at Watanabe's eyes. Is he ever seeing his man? Okay, if you are Watanabe here, you have to take the ball. Just get to the nearest body. The nearest body is the ball, and you got to say it so that this player knows to go here. So, I don't know. There's either no communication, miscommunication. It's just a lot of garbage. Okay, so right now you can see this is a 50-50 ball. If you are Watanabe here, you've got to start to get back. Just creep back, because if the Bulls get it, boom, you got to be gone. You can't just stand in the corner here when it's a loose ball, because boom, the Bulls got it, and since you haven't creeped back and now getting back, you're going to be behind the ball. So now a 3-on-2, which should have been a 3-on-3. All right, again, we want to pinch in on the gaps. This is DeRozan. All right, let's have this player can get all the way in here. Right foot parallel to the block, left foot out wide stance. Now Durant can just force DeRozan into this double team right here. We can stunt, no place to go, recover. Okay? but you can't leave Kevin Durant on an island. DeMar DeRozan is too good for that. Okay, so the Bulls trap Kevin Durant right here. If you're Kevin Durant, this can't be a bounce pass. You know that when the Bulls trap, that they're having a player rotate. So you got to make a sharp, crisp pass out of it. And once you do, now you have numbers. Someone's going to be open. But, I mean, this is just way too lazy of a pass when you're being trapped. I mean, you have miscommunication right off the bat. Are you switching this? Seth Curry looks like he's switching this. Okay? So then why is Kevin Durant going to the ball? So then look. Then Seth Curry wants to switch this second screen. Then why is this player staying with the screener? I mean, it's just miscommunication after miscommunication. What is Kyrie Irving doing here? You're guarding Vucevic. You can't scram switch when Vucevic is one pass away. Initiate contact. Battle for real estate now. 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 You can't just leave Vucevic. Look at this. What are you doing? Cannot just backpedal with DeMar DeRozan here. Kevin Durant's playing above the three-point line away from the ball. That's a huge no-no. He needs to drop and be in the gaps with his back to the baseline. Now this player can get up, force DeRozan this way. Stunt, easy recovery here. Okay, because you don't have to move your feet. But just continuing to backpedal on DeRozan, you know he's going to drill a mid-range jumper if you do it. Why am I just giving DeRozan mid-range opportunities? Now, again, Seth Curry could move in a little bit more, all right? As long as his feet don't move inward, he's getting outward. Get up and force him into this help. Stunt, recover. Why are you letting him play away from that help and hitting mid-range jumper after mid-range jumper? Close these gaps off with DeRozan right here. This player's got to be in. Remember, right foot parallel to the block, left foot out wide stance. So when DeRozan comes this way, he's meeting a second defender, and I can just stunt without moving my feet, easily recover on the airtime of that pass. But look at this. That gap is not being closed off.